Wellington, we opened in one hall in Minnesota, and ran for 5 weekends, which was quite rare for a professional artist there. And Lisa, you were saying that you actually went with some people to see the film. What were some of those pictures?
I went to see it 4 times, not by myself. I went to see it the first time by myself. And then I decided to go with people of the generation of Ern's mother. Right? If you all know the story, Ern's mother, Ern is the young man, 18 years old. His mother behaves very uptight lady. Okay? And the reason for uptightness is because of her background. She was one of the students in the student activities. She herself wasn't detained, her husband was detained. Right? Now, she wasn't detained, we are not sure whether because the police did not nab her, possibly, right? Or because she signed something so that so she was released so that she could look after her children, her child. And this is not unusual. We know of sort of in the art scene, we know that there is a couple of this kind of situations where the husband went to jail, the wife looked after in that case the children. So I went with people of that generation, and I went on 2 occasions with 2 different ladies. I chose ladies. Right? The first lady is the wife of the and she was rather, I would use the word upset. Right? Because she had thought that the film would be sympathetic to people like her. The film shows a wife of the detained. But one is very trying to hide the past and sort of more Singaporean than Singaporeans singing in the national, teaching how to sing. We are Singapore, gentleman friend, right, is a colonel in charge of National Day. Wow, how different can you get from it these days? So this lady was actually upset. Okay, to think that, sort of, people, if you want to represent a political detainee's wife, that you choose to represent somebody that is not a sympathetic character. Whereas she, of course, is nothing like that. Right? She's not going to sing the national anthem louder than anybody else. So she felt a little offended personally, though she understands that this is a film about another aspect, about other people. The other lady I went with was actually a political detainee, 10 years, and 2 detentions. One, she wasn't in that scene with the students just because she was already arrested by the as a Chinese student. And even up to today, and I'm telling you, I really got it. No reason up to today. So I was just a good student involved in student activities. There was no reason to arrest me. I was in the union, the students, Singapore Chinese Ministry students. I wasn't in the union. I was an academic, I was in the academic section. My duty was to run teaching classes for people who are weaker in class, But because she was an official in the, SSU, the New York government let her, right? And she was aghast at the film. And when she saw the mother slap Ern, she said, I would have slapped him twice. The mother slapped Ern for reasons that you'll find out when you look at the video. Okay? But the disgust with this man, with this young man. Okay, the first reason is his sexual activities. She already doesn't approve. Watching pornography in the beginning, very interesting in the beginning. Okay, and secondly, actually having sex with a neighbor, and so the mother found this out, and so this 70-plus-year-old lady said, this young man is disgusting. Alright, now, but more than that, what she felt was that somebody like Ern will never understand, will never have any respect for people of the generation. Simply because by the way he behaved, alright, that she's so alienated from him, that she understands that he also will be very alienated from her. Okay, so that's why I thought I better go and watch the film the first time. On my own, this time on my own. Because I need to place all these things in my mind as to how it fits. Okay, so my conclusion is that this is a film for young people. Alright? It shows a very important, to me, true with a small t, true sort of response, I think, of young people towards people of the older generation who have undergone all this. it is important, but it's not going to be the most important. They want to understand, okay, they can move on. Right? It's not going to weigh them down. And I think that perhaps is very helpful.
The film also received good reviews in the international media as well as the local press. But the special thing about the Singaporean press, the local press, is that it sparked several discourses that arise from the film. So perhaps I would like to ask Cheng, why do you think that's so?
Actually I was thinking about this when you asked the question about the historical context. So, and of course, Lysa gave the background of the six. Actually, I was turning the question the other way around and trying to think about why this film can be made today. And I think this film can be made today because of what happened in the past 10 years. Because there is really opening up with articles by Dean Harper on Liu Chun-siong, with the memoirs of Sai Zahari, and a few years back we have this book called The Huajian Generation. And 5 years ago, 2006, as part of M1 Fringe Festival, the Surrey Stage organized a detention forum where they got two ex-political detainees, in fact, at this very venue just downstairs, Esplanade, to talk about their experiences. So I think it's opening up of space. And I think this is where you can place this film really in context. I think that this is the reason why this movie has evoked so much emotions, whether it's personal or in public discourse. Just to again place this in context, a lot of things are happening right now with regards to how we view the past. You have some ex-political detainees, for example, trying to sue the government, Singapore government, Malaysian government, and you have actually more voices coming up. But of course, at the end of it, I think this movie is still very much a human story. Right? It doesn't detract from the relationships that's been explored. And maybe that's why Lysa told those stories, right? Why there's a gap between that generation, right, and us watching it. And maybe that's something that cannot be reached. But nonetheless, I think it's a step forward because we do need that. So I think it's good to have such discourse, whether it's in the newspaper or even in such forums, occasions like this.
Okay, perhaps I'd like to get the floor to ask some questions. I've asked enough. 现在我就把这个时间交给这台下的观众朋友，如果有任何的问题呢，可以发问。我们有一支麦克风哦，在舞台的中央。如果想要发问，可以举一个手。If you'd like to ask a question, you can just raise your hand and feel free. Don't be afraid. If you have seen the film, perhaps you have some personal reaction to it. It might not be a historical reaction. It could be just an emotional reaction, or you don't understand why En is doing this, why the mother is teaching songs. You can ask Junfeng. Any question, feel free to ask. 有任何问题都可以问。如果看过电影，没有看过电影都可以问。中英文发问啊，那我可以帮你做翻译。虽然我翻译没有很好，可是我会试着帮你翻译啊。Okay, 如果没有的话，我就先发问啊。I'm going to ask the first question. It's a personal question. Like when I first saw the film, it's called Sandcastle, right? So why is the title Sandcastle?
Well, I thought it was quite a perfect allegory for Vietnamese people. How Vietnamese people are transient and beautiful. Whether it's personal lines, how a sandcastle can be exposed to others.
我问的问题是为什么电影叫沙城？那他说他可能或许是记忆的一个载体，也可能是一个隐喻，就是记忆可能对周遭的环境，因为它毕竟是在沙跟水的这个边界，那它可能会因为有一些自然界的影响，或许它是一个记忆的载体。那因为它是一个比喻，所以你可以想象说自然界对它会有什么样的一些影响，跟怎么样的一些反应或变化。So if you have any other questions, please feel free to raise your hand. Don't be so shy. Less than 100 people here. Okay, go ahead.